You are now listening to Barcode Boys.
Y'all funky ass up, y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward. I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the have-nots mascot.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Just some regular guys and gal having some real conversation. Get your funky ass up. I know you're up. You know the routine. Hey, what's good, LBZ?
Good afternoon. Everything good over here.
Everything good.
How about yourself?
I'm all right, LBZ. I can't complain. Not one bit, man. Another day, man, above ground. I can't complain. Ain't doing no complaining, you know it.
Amen about that.
Can't do that. What's good, Ohio? What's good with you, brother? See you on your grind out there, man. Paying attention, brother. Definitely paying attention, man.
Yeah.
Definitely paying attention.
You always got something good to
What's
watch.
good with the people, man? Don't peek in here. Let us know you're here, man. Hit that like button when you come in, man. Let us know you're here. What's good? What's good? Fly be with us shortly, I think. I do believe so. But we got some stuff to talk about.
Work day. Everybody working.
Yeah, man, it be like that, man. When you're on the grind trying to get it done. Man. We're going to go right into the Haitian thing, man. You know, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. We said we'll get back to it, man. But I'm going to just put this up here, man. I'm going to let you play some video. Let you hear it, man. Let me read this for you first. I don't get it, but I want to know what's next. It said, ICE is preparing a large-scale operation to arrest and deport Haitian immigrants as temporary protection ends today, which was 2 days ago. Immigrants as temporary protection ends today, according to reports from CBS News and Fox News, citing agency sources and internal documents. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement plans to ramp up enforcement against more than 300,000 Haitians who are losing temporary protected status, a designation some have held for up to about 16 years since its original creation after the 2010 earthquake, though many others qualify under late redesignations and have been covered for only a few years following a recent Supreme Court ruling that cleared the way for the Trump administration to terminate the program. Operations could begin as early as this week and are expected to focus on areas with significant Haitian communities such as Springfield, Ohio, and Florida, with detainees potentially placed on rapid deportation flights back to Haiti amid ongoing instability and violence there. I guess that's what it said. The Department of Homeland Security has encouraged voluntary departures, offering incentives like free flights and cash payments, while noting that those without other legal status become subject to arrest once TPS expires. What's good, Jason? What's good, brother?
Hey, Jason.
Tell me how you feel about this, LBs. Hold up. We'll listen to some video. We'll get some video first. Some video and let the people say, let them say what's actually going on, because I ain't really feeling it.
TPS nationwide. He's working.
Hundreds of thousands of Haitians woke up without legal status today after their temporary protected status expired. It comes after the Supreme Court sided with President Trump over the issue. Our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo spoke with local Haitians who fear ICE will now target their community.
An attorney whose law office is based out of this Normal Heights church tells me he represents hundreds of Haitians with TPS across the country, all left with an uncertain future about what happens next. More than 300,000 Haitians in the U.S. woke up Monday to uncertainty as their temporary protected status expired. Just last month, the Supreme Court ruled the Trump administration could end their legal status.
Anxiety, really. There's a lot of fear that is spreading around.
Wismic St. Jean is a Haitian San Diego-based attorney representing roughly 600 Haitians. TPS nationwide. He's worried about reports that ICE operations will now target the Haitian community, even those who have pending immigration cases like asylum.
Because we know this administration deported people even though they have immigration benefits pending.
The Department of Homeland Security posting this to X Monday, saying temporary protected status is exactly that. Temporary, posting an image of a web browser that reads, quote, "Your free trial of America has ended."
The streets are empty. Everybody's staying home.
Gerline Joseph is the president and co-founder of the Haitian Bridge Alliance, a San Diego-based nonprofit that advocates for Haitian immigrants around the country. She's been meeting with Haitians in New York all day and taking calls from people too afraid to leave home.
She probably woke up and said to herself, according to the U.S. government, I woke up illegal.
With TPS Nation.
Yeah, how you feel about that, LB? Because I keep saying, man.
I mean, first I want to say that I definitely sympathize, because the fact that you had been granted, Haitians were granted temporary protection status in the U.S. from the jump was because of the conditions and the events that occurred in their country that deemed it necessary to take them in as refugees and give them a safe place, right? The fact that, of course, we know it's temporary. A lot of people arguing about that. I see that online all the time. You knew it was temporary. We get that. I definitely get that. Yes, it's temporary. What they could have done in the meantime, because they know it's temporary, I don't know enough about the process or what their options would be, whether that would be go to another country or whatever, but the fact that they're just throwing it out there and just say, hey, it's gone. There's no intermediary. There's no grace period to get their affairs in order or get their status changed, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you just, like she said, she just woke up and she's illegal. So what do you expect people to do? And then now you're talking about just a few days after that decision was actually put in place that you're going to send the people to get them. I don't understand how they feel that's right in any sense. How do you feel that's right? That's a good process to go through. And I think, like, the initial question that I have is why? Why would you end their temporary status for Haitians? What was the reason for that? It's not like they're coming in, they were a drain on the economy, so you say, because people work, people add to the economy, people paying their taxes.
I think I agree with that. But what I also think is we've seen how ICE operate, right? We've been witnessing how ICE operate, right? They picking up people that are legal citizens and placing them in detention centers and stuff like that. What's going to make it different with the Haitians? And when I say the Haitians, I'm not just talking about the Haitians, I'm talking about us, right? How are you going to be able to distinguish Haitians from us? So what is really about to happen, what I think is about to happen, is that they're just going to be fucking with the people with the brown skin. I just don't get what, I don't know what the plan is. I'm trying to figure out the plan, but they got their plan.
Well, I myself I don't want to say use the word assume, but that's exactly what I'm doing because I don't know what their intentions are. None of us know what ICE's intentions are, the government's intentions are to actually gather up the people. But I assume since they know who has TPS status, they would go directly to them because they know where they are. Right.
All right. Now listen, I hear you saying that. Now this is where I'm at. I want to be hopeful like you.
Yeah.
Right? Because I thought that they also knew who the Hispanics were. Right? But obviously they didn't. That's why people still standing in front of ICE detention centers protesting about the people in there. They holding people captive and holding people illegally and stuff like that. So my thing is, do you really know who the people are, or ICE gonna just be out here fucking with people? Because that's not gonna. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's not gonna happen like they think it's gonna happen in the black communities.
It sets a precedence. And then you remember, a few months ago, they passed the law that gives ICE the authority to just accost somebody. Like you don't have to have probable cause. You don't have to have a warrant. They can just go and, snag you up and then take you and then determine whether or not you've committed a crime or you're in violation. So that's a law.
I witnessed the other day, though, that they can't go in your house. Well, they can come in your house if you allow them to, right? They come in your house and they got this thing. They got to really get a warrant that's signed by a judge to come to your house. Just them having a warrant that they say, yeah, we got a right to come get this person. I see the lady kicked them out of her house. And they said, okay, we'll be back with the warrant. But they was disrespecting her, talking to her all types of ways. She pulled out her little paper and read off the paper that she knew her rights and they couldn't be there. And you couldn't just, and first of all, they said they came. She said, what are you doing in my house? They said, well, the door was open. The screen was, she said, yeah, because I'm walking in and out. Why are you in my house though? My thing is, I'm just, I ain't gonna say fearful. I'm worried about how this is about to take place or what's about to happen because like I said, man, it's gonna be a lot of drama if they start snatching up the wrong people, especially people that's not Haitian. It's gonna be a lot of drama.
I fear that definitely is a concern as well. The areas, where our Haitians are tend to be populated by a lot of Haitians in one area, and black people. So are they going to be met with some kind of resistance going in there? You going to the wrong hood. It might be a full-on war that day.
What's good, Ohio? Said you got us on big screen. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man, but I just don't know, man, because, I'm not going to say, because I got a lot of Haitian friends, man. Haitians, I say to all the Haitians, man. But
I hate it. I hope that
I just want to know what's going to be able to distinguish them. Are they going to really be going around with pictures of these people or just names of these people saying, yeah, they live here, and you just in the neighborhood messing with anybody? Because we seen them just kill two legal immigrants in Texas. 2 legal guys in Texas. I'm trying to understand how these ICE agents not being held accountable. Like, what is the real plan? What's going on here? Is this going to be the cause for them to come mess with the homegrowns?
I mean, it's eventually coming. We got to see that. A lot of people want to keep pushing this narrative, this administration and things.
Larry Lamar, what's good, brother?
Racial, but it's definitely racial. It's definitely racial. You're going after black and brown. We don't see them rounding up any immigrants, any illegal immigrants from Sweden, Danish, England. We don't see them going around them people up.
I'm so glad you said that, man. That just made my
Canadians that's over here illegally. We don't see them going around them people up.
I ain't gonna front. That just gave me chills. That made my blood boil. You saying that, man? Because I wanted to say, who more illegal than them?
Right, including those South Africans.
You go read them. If you go read them books over at Ellis Island, man, with the people arriving here, wasn't none of them people black or Hispanic arriving at Ellis Island. Like, what is the? I keep saying this, man, and I seen a young brother say it yesterday, man, and I was feeling them, man. Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings, Nietas, all that shit, Vice Lords, GDs, BDs. Listen, man, Mickey Cobras, whoever. Listen, man, we got a bigger war going on than to be killing each other, man. I'm gonna say this shit again, man, and it's really starting to get like on our doorstep now. It's really at our doorstep right now. Like, if you don't see what's going on, you need to wake up, man. And I see some young brothers are definitely in tune, man.
What's up, Larry? Thank you.
Yeah, they definitely big as Ohio. And I'm really starting to I can't stand our government. I don't know.
It's definitely racial. It's definitely bigotry, whatever you want to call it, but it's based on the color of skin. Because I just heard the other day that in regards to Africa, they're passing now where they're not going to allow people from Africa into the United States to reside, except for white South Africans, because they're being oppressed.
Oh, they already got them over here. They already shipped about, I think, 200 of them over here, over 200 of them or something like that, over here from South Africa. And I'm like, yo, they know what they doing. They blatantly rubbing this shit in our face and playing games with us.
Yeah.
Like, we got to wake up. We got to wake up fast. I advise all my peoples, man, to go get some if you ain't got no self-defense courses or never took no self-defense courses, get self-defense courses. And all that shit, man.
And even paper-wise, right? Because I definitely have slack because that was my intention a few months ago, first of the year, and I never did it, but getting passports. Go ahead and get your passport, get your kids' passports, right? Secure those documents. Not that it's going to be the foolproof way, but at least it would show that you've gone to the maximum steps, to show citizenship. You can't get no further than having a passport because all the stuff you got to provide. And the background check that goes into that. So definitely work on getting your passports in place, getting your armory. That's what some people say. Get your stuff stocked up. That's what some people are saying.
You better.
Get your affairs in order. Take your money out the bank. Invest into some, valuable jewelry, metals, things like that.
You better. Who
knows what they have in plan? I mean, in store, they tell us, but, do we really know what they have in store?
I say be prepared because we don't know. It's just ironic that they just snatched the temporary.
Mm-hmm. And it's like no grace period. Like you got 6 months or you got 12 months to get your.
But you just did that with the Haitians, right? And at the same time, you just merged our military with Israel's military. It's just a coincidence that you're doing this shit all at the same time. Right? And we heard at the beginning of the year what you want to do with the homegrowns.
Yeah.
Like, I just find it real ironic. And I say, man, you better be prepared, man. I'm going to keep it real. I
think it's calculated because they know for a fact it's going to be hard to tell a U.S. soldier to fire on people in the U.S.
It's just not going to happen. They'll turn on our government.
Right. But you got Israeli, on the ground in the U.S., they don't have a problem with pulling the trigger on a group of U.S. citizens that's protesting.
Yo, I just recently watched like BB talk for the first time, right? He was in the I don't know if it was the UN or it was like a congressional meeting or something. And I just heard him talk, yo, and I just said the arrogance in this guy. Like he's just super duper arrogant, yo, and he just know that the US, we need each other. Like, we don't need you, dog. We made you. And then to know that he's really not even from Israel. Right? And then to know all these, no disrespect to I don't even want to say Israel because I don't know they flag us for saying Israel. Right? Then to have all these Israelis working inside of the White House. right? And you letting it don't seem like Trump really calling the shots. He's just doing what he's told.
And reaping all the benefits, since his family is getting astronomically rich in the process.
Come on, man. And I think that's the cause of him getting rich and them allowing him to get rich, because you're doing what you're told. We're going to let you make all the money you need to make. We need you to do this, though. I just don't like that. Like I said, man, I don't know how it's going to play with the Haitians, because we knew it was coming. Jamaicans are next. I've been saying this, right? Jamaicans are next. Is not, and I want to know how you're going to be able to distinguish the Haitians, Jamaicans from the foundational Black Americans. How are you going to be able to tell the difference? Because we see you jumping out on cars, pulling people over a car. I done seen so many videos, and you can't tell me that these people that you pulling over in cars is the people that you got on paperwork.
Right.
Right? Because some people fighting, some people trying to run. Like, I don't even want to wait and see how it play out, because I kind of already know how it's going to kind of play out. But the first time I see it, man, I'm going to be suited and booted every day after that, man. I ain't going to lie to you, man. Boots on the ground, however you want to play it, man, because you run down on me, that'd probably be my last day here, man. I'm knock on wood and all that, man, because I'm not going to play that game. I'm already fired up with y'all, so I already got kind of like a hatred towards y'all.
I don't want to see it just because, it ain't just about them and their actions. If it does come to a point where people are defending themselves or taking action, I mean, you got a lot of people in the crossfire.
They're gonna kill you.
You got a lot of people in the crossfire too that innocently don't, you know what I mean? There's gonna
but
be
they don't care about that. We seen them kill them kill a lady and a nurse over in Minnesota that was just out there protesting. And the man went to go help a lady that was being roughed up a little bit and got himself killed. Right? And then they run around here like, I don't even want to call them a Gestapo, but they got these masks on their face. We don't know who you are. Please don't, man. I pray don't. You ain't going to no projects like that. Please don't, like, I just don't want to see it happen in the community, man, where we turn the community into a battle zone, because the minute that happened, Israel military forces will be on the ground with ICE. Yep. They ain't going to send a National Guard this time. They're not going to send a National Guard. That's why they pulled the National Guard out of there, because they knew National Guard wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah.
People can play, man, and think this shit a game. This shit ain't a game. I knew it was coming. And we talked about it before when the other guy was on the show. And we talked about it, man, and
it's the right way to do everything. Doing it like this, the way that they're doing stuff, even with,
it's like a hostile takeover.
Right. You're doing it the wrong way. It's the right way to do everything.
It's a hostile takeover, and
if my thing is, the law, I get it.
When hostility meets hostility,
that's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem, man, because people ain't going. People gonna be saying, "Get the F out of here," and this, that, and the third, and we know they happy on the trigger. It seemed like they got the license to kill, even the police. We gonna get into the police on like Monday, because I got a whole slew of shit about police and some recent things that been happening all over the country. So I might spend the whole day on that, just the police. Even the good ones, the bad one, but we gonna show, and I'm gonna say why I don't like them for real. Yeah. But it's just too much going on, man, and it's like it's a hostile takeover, and then they not reporting these things like they should be reporting them. Then nobody's being held accountable.
Yeah.
But I'd be thrown in jail for the rest of my life if I defend myself on some shit that you did illegally.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like the whole masked up thing. the tactics the intimidation tactics that they using with the mask and the big vest on and a big gun coming. Like, come on, man.
It almost make me want to walk around with a body cam on.
There's a lot of people doing that now. I'm noticing they got this site where you can get body cams, and they got them wearing them across their chest. Some people wearing them on their hats. But
yeah, I mean, if at least, you know, maybe it might not help your case or whatever if you were to get into a situation, but at least people will be able to see. You can post it so people can see, hey, this is really what's going on. Wake up, people. You know, because I don't know we can say how long we're gonna have to keep singing the tune.
I really just believe though, LB, that it is really time to stand up for our people, man.
We got to.
I think this is gonna be the straw that breaks the camel's back and force us to stand up, man, regardless of our issues, right? I can remember a time, right? And I ain't gonna say the whole country, but a lot of the country was on, especially in LA, you had the Bloods and the Crips come to truce. When Rodney King got his ass beat up by the police and they rioted, I don't want to see nobody riot that ain't doing nothing. Right? But when they took to the streets, they was together. Right? It wasn't no beefing going on. They called the truce while that shit was going on. We need a nationwide truce with all gangs, the Mexicans, Puerto Rico. We need a nationwide truce and for people to see what's really going on, man. It's a war out here that ain't even really fully start yet. This is like the testing shit they doing.
Yeah.
They waiting for it to get ugly.
Yeah.
But we need to cease less violence amongst, not even less. I want to see no violence amongst us. And we stop that, get these younger jokers to understand, all right, y'all want it's time to get suited and booted. If that's what you want to do, it's time to get suited and booted because we don't know what's coming.
Right. You got a real enemy out there. It ain't the people that in the block with you. You got a real enemy that's trying to kill your people, kill your history, kill your future, literally.
They already telling you they want the homegrowns gone. We don't care if you've been born here. We don't care about none of that.
And that's the other thing too. I was thinking about when it comes to Haitian with people with the TPS. So if they've been over here for a number of years, they're likely having kids who are U.S. citizens.
It don't matter. That's why the homegrown thing exists.
Right. So we're now saying, you know, even though your kids are citizens, you're not. Your kids can stay. You can't. We're breaking up families, likely because we don't even know what the state of Haiti is. Excuse me, I'm saying what Haiti is. They rebuilt their infrastructure completely to accept 300,000 people?
No, Haiti is
like, what are they doing?
Violent crimes going on in Haiti right now.
And you about to dump 300,000 people on the country? They don't have it. They just don't have. That's the reason why we allowed them to come here in the first place in other countries.
At one time, they were saying Haitians was eating dogs and shit, eating cats and all this shit. They said this shit on live TV, and I said, you got the nerve. Y'all eating kids.
Right.
Y'all got the nerve, yo. When somebody gonna, like, I don't see the outrage, yo. I think we need to, I know that somebody said on social media just the other day as well that this would be a national, people saying a worldwide, I don't know if it's true, but a worldwide social media shutdown where they shutting down the phones and all that shit. I think that need to be done, man. I think we too much into these phones and into too much of other shit that we ain't really paying attention. We out here worried about the wrong BS, man. The wrong BS, man, and we need to tighten up. That's all I'm gonna say on this, man, because I think we spent enough time on this, but I'm sick of it, man. I ain't gonna lie, LB. I'm sick of it, man.
I'm definitely sick of it as well.
I'm sick of it, man. Well, we're gonna talk about this guy, Dr. Fauci, man. You see they had him up under the fire yesterday?
No, I didn't see it.
What?
Well, let me just tell you, I definitely don't watch the news. I am going on a social media hiatus.
That's what everybody's saying they're doing. I want to say it's supposed to be coming up in August or this weekend or something like that, where people are shutting down the social medias. Nobody's getting on social. That's what I got to find. Tomorrow I'm gonna have it, even if it's Freestyle Friday. I'm gonna have it, put it up so people could be aware of what people say. August 1st, Ohio, you know about it. Good. Glad somebody know about it. But it's about to be
periodically anyway, just for me.
And they saying a worldwide shutdown, yo, because we need to really open our eyes.
We got to reset sometimes. I mean, it's a drain. I don't watch the news because it's just a death show. All you showing is just bad, 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 bad. You pop something good and everything, you're bad, bad. It's too much of a, I don't like it. But as far as social media, I definitely try to do that every so often just to disconnect from, just looking at stuff that just consumes your whole entire emotional state, mental state. It just seems like, it's a drain and I don't like it. So yeah,
I think we need to focus on what's the biggest.
Definitely be in nature. Yep, I got camping trips planned. I'm getting out, just being a part of the world, just trying to enjoy some stuff and just release some of that energy. But
what's up, Young West?
Take a toll on you.
What's up,
not that the world is bad. It's just that when you see the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, that's why a lot of people have the conception about certain communities that they do. They have the certain preconception about how people behave or how certain, people's characteristics are because they're seeing the same negative stuff over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's I'm telling you, when you say it's draining you, like mentally, physically, like I just be feeling like, yo, almost helpless. Like, yo, what can I do? Like, I wish I had like a superpower to say all this shit stop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It can make you feel hopeless because you see these problems. And if you're an empathetic person, you feel for people, but it's like, what can I do to help? What can I do? What should I be doing? And you're stressing. I got to de-stress from that.
Yeah, and I don't like it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like it. But let's get into this Dr. Fauci, man, so you can see they grill his ass. They put his ass on a barbecue, but all he did was plead the fifth. He playing the same game everybody. I think all these guys need to be brought up on charges now because I'm just realizing that Dr. Fauci was around when HIV came around. He was running around with Bill Gates. I feel like all these guys need to be arrested and in prison. Like and then just to look at his smug ass face. But let me play it. I
don't know. From stuff I've read, I don't see Dr. Fauci as the bad. I think it's other people that had a hand in.
Dr. Fauci lied to us, LBZ. You're about to hear it now.
He ain't the only one that lied.
But no, he lied about the COVID vaccine.
He ain't the only one that lied, and he only.
I'm not saying he's the only one that. I'm not saying that he's the only one lied, right? But if you lied about the COVID vaccine, you lied about HIV, you lied about Ebola. I'm putting you in with all of that shit because you was around when all that shit was going on, and I don't know, yo.
Taking orders from someone. So we got to consider
even if you take orders, right? If I'm a gang leader, right? And I send niggas out here to do some work and do some illegal shit in the streets and I go to jail, we all going to jail.
But that doesn't happen with this government.
We need the whole... I don't know what we got to do with the government, but I'm ready. I'm at a boiling point with this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, but...
Yeah.
I'm at a boiling point with this shit. He is definitely a devil. And I just realized that yesterday, right? And I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But yesterday, I just realized, because I watched this whole little deposition. I realized it yesterday. I said, he a whole devil, yo. And he don't even want to answer no questions, right? They put him on the spot. And I couldn't even get all the people that went at him, because they went at his ass yesterday. Bad. Where Don Lemon was on his page talking about, I feel sorry for, same kind of thing you doing almost. Where he was like, yo, I feel sorry for Dr. Fauci. Yeah, I bet you do. I don't feel sorry for his ass. Yeah, he been around with all that shit going on. The HIV virus, you knew that shit. I ain't gonna get into all that, man. But These guys are some crooked dudes, man.
You have that in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
Let the record record that the witness has refused to answer whether there's a folder in front of him based on his Fifth Amendment right. Have you refused this pardon, or do you have any reason to believe this full and unconditional pardon, this grant of immunity, would somehow require you to plead the Fifth Amendment?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
Do you still refuse to answer the questions?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
Were you ever made aware of gain of being conducted at the National Biodefense Analysis and Countermeasure Center and back at Fort Detrick?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
Dr. Fauci, did the CIA ever transfer funds to NIH under an interagency agreement?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
Questions. Dr. Fauci, did the NIH ever with any element of the intelligence community, CIA, ODNI?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
And before we go on and continue, and I play another video, right? Only a person that don't want to incriminate themselves gonna do that. You couldn't even answer if you had a folder in front of you. When I saw that, I said, tear his ass up, man. And I ain't gonna lie, they tore his ass up. I got some pretty decent ones. I wish I could have got everybody, and this could have been just a Dr. Fauci show today. Because he way more corrupt than I thought he was. Like, I thought he was kind of corrupt with the COVID vaccine, lying about the goddamn mask. Everybody need to take the mask. Oh, we taking the jab now, lying about shit. Like, yo, that guy, man. That guy, yo.
Just always remember, you got to look past what they
I'm looking past him, but we're going to start with the small fries too. The small fries need to go just where the big fries go. They need to go in the same fucking box. They need to go in the same box. If you the one coming in front of the American people lying, you need to get the same shit the motherfuckers that telling you to lie. You need to get the same goddamn treatment.
I've got the studies right here. There was a website that was tracking the random controlled studies. Here they are, showing 60, 70% efficacy of ivermectin. The same day you say there's no evidence, there was all kinds of evidence. Loved ones had to go to hospitals, had to sue hospitals. Just, would you try it? So I would want to know, to what extent were you involved in sabotaging hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, and did you do that because you knew the only way you get an emergency use authorization for these drugs, these experimental gene therapy, was if there was no effective treatment, you couldn't get the emergency use authorization. So is that why you helped sabotage these cheap generic drugs in favor of remdesivir, which, by the way, nurses, are you aware of the fact that nurses called it run, death is near?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
This is the thing I'm talking about right here. Like, when you hear what they saying, you had a drug that had a 65 to 70% rate, and they basically said, no, we're not going to use that. We are not going to even try it out.
Can I say something, though?
Yeah.
So they have that info now. If
No,
we
they said
think back, if we think back to when COVID first came out, and the advisements were going on, they were still trying to figure out the disease. They were still trying to figure out the spread. They were still trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. And every time something came up, it was just a guess, because you have to test.
It wasn't a guess, though.
There's a process when it comes to science, and when it comes to vaccinations, when it comes to these illnesses, there's a process. He can't just get up there and say, "Oh yeah, let's try that." You can't go to the public that way, because
can I cut you off for just a second?
It wasn't never happened.
It wasn't
never going to do that with any kind of.
Listen, I hear what you're saying, but listen, they knew exactly what it was, right? They tried to say it came from the Wuhan lab. It didn't. Yesterday, the White House posted something. Yeah, we knew what was going on. The COVID came from a lab, right? They're not saying it came from Wuhan no more. The China virus and all this. They knew exactly what it was. And this is what I'm saying. They lied to the American people. That was something they put out into the atmosphere. This shit is a wicked ass system that we living in. And as much as we want to defend them, I would try to defend them too.
But I don't like to put skewed information out without having.
No, that's not skewed. You could go look on the White House goddamn social media now.
So now we trusting the White House, the same man who went against having people protect themselves and telling people to shoot themselves up with bleach. Going against that, we forgetting everything Trump did.
No,
to make sure that the virus spread.
No, I'm including Trump.
Because he negated a whole lot of treatment recommendations, and he said no.
I'm including Trump along with this, LBs, right? That's why they tried to pass it on to somebody else, the China virus. That's why they tried to do it. They knew,
He's being made as the fall guy.
I don't care who the fall guy. You did whatever you had to do. You did whatever you had to do. I don't have no pity for him. You did whatever you had to do to a lot of American people about what was going on when you knew what was going on the whole time. That's why the man's saying, you said y'all didn't have, you specifically said y'all never had no evidence or y'all never had no proof. It's right here. It's right here. How do I have it and you didn't have it? He's talking directly to Dr. Fauci. It ain't over.
You had time to sit for InStyle magazine. Here's what you were doing with your time. You could sit for InStyle magazine, but you can't answer questions for the American people. You could sit for InStyle magazine, but you're here taking the fifth. You could sit for InStyle magazine and get $1 million in cash awards. But now the cat's got your tongue. I bet he does. I tell you what, here's my conclusion from all of this. This was really all about you the whole time. Somewhere along the way, you lost your way. You may have been a good public servant at one time. I don't know. But I can tell you from reading your emails now, from looking at what you did, how you used your employees, somewhere along the line, it became all about you. You became a narcissist and a megalomaniac and a liar. And you've lied to the American people, and you've lied to this body. And you've disgraced your profession by doing it. You called yourself the most famous scientist in the world. You've done more to harm science than anybody in my lifetime. And I hope you'll go home and write that in your diary.
Somebody had to say it. He was like one of the last of the last. And I think Dr. Fauci up there again today because they wasn't done with his ass. But they both lie all the time, Jimmy. I'm not saying that. I'm not past. Listen, I don't like neither party. I say that all the time, man. I'm not nothing Republican. I'm first of all, they all together, man. I say that all the time too. Right? I don't know what government would sit around and experiment viruses on people.
You don't remember the Tuskegee Institute?
I remember all that. But what I'm saying is, what I'm basically saying is, LBZ, that don't no government. I don't see no governments really doing this but us.
No, they did it in Germany. They've done it over.
Think of where you saying the place. Think of the places.
They did it in China.
Think of the places. Think of the places that you say.
Humans period, are flawed. So yeah, they've done things of travesty all over. This country ain't no exception. It's just the fact that it's a conglomerate of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like we're just consumed with immorality, consumed with a bunch of fascism. We just pedophile. It's just so disgusting.
It seemed like we consumed with depopulation.
And then we have a whole country full of sheep who allow these things to happen instead of making effective change, demanding effective change for the benefit of everybody.
I'm trying to understand what's the change. What would be the change? I can't have no pity for Dr. Fauci or anybody, because like Ohio said, he already got a pardon. He already pardoned. So I mean, I don't have no pity for him, and under the right of counsel, he pleads the fifth.
I mean, I necessarily disagree with his methods. I would do it too. I mean, at this point, it's a moot point. Like, what are you getting at? Because all the information, we were all in it together. Congress, some of the same ones that's sitting in there questioning and talking trash to him, some of the same ones that were in Congress at the time of COVID that were going along with, yes, we're not going to advise the public of this, that, and this. They were the same ones that voted to do that. No one person can advise a whole country. He still had orders. He still was falling under the governmental direction. The only person he had odds with was Trump, because he was telling Trump, no, we can't open this. We don't know what the hell is going on. We can't keep exposing people.
I never even heard of ivermectin.
That's a horse medication.
Well, that seems like what would have helped the people.
Maybe. But at the time, and what I was trying to say earlier,
hey, Jimmy Myers, listen, man, I try to give you
with information that people had. We don't know where the origin is. All we know is we did not have anything in the population to cure this thing. So in that event, no pharmaceutical company can put out, no agency is going to allow you to go and authorize something. You have no idea what the side effects are. You have no idea what I'm saying. I got you, but that's never going to be a process. So throwing that out there, trying to say that it was done intentionally, that part wasn't. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it look like it was
what part was done intentionally?
That they were denying that those other things may have been an effective call because they weren't testing for those. They weren't using those amongst people, and they didn't have a
so we just end up with Bill Gates shit. Like this shit don't make sense to me. This shit don't make sense to me.
Listen to what I'm saying, right? If someone has a drug that they want to test, they have to go through certain protocols. They got to know what's in it, how it affects people, and give it a time frame. They can't do that with every single piece of recommended vaccination or medicine in a short amount of time that they were working with in order to get something on in the public to stave off the rapid deaths that were going on. So it wasn't something that would have happened.
So you said ivermectin is what?
It's something. It's a horse medication.
Something that was already here before Bill Gates. Because when COVID came around, they went running scared or whatever they was doing to get a vaccination. But ivermectin was already here, right? It was already something here that you could have tested, which the guy I think is trying to say. And Jimmy Myers, man, we try to give you a little airtime, man, and give you some airtime with your little comments and shit, sucker. But check it out, right? COVID came from here. That's all I'm saying. Not trying to say America run the whole world, idiot. All these names you using. I wish I was around you. I'd smack your teeth out. Stop using these crazy language and all that stuff, man. I never got a vaccine either. Good for you. But my thing is, and then they saying this stuff, doing all this vaccine, doing all this crazy stuff. They done question Bill Gates about it. I don't think they done him and his partner. I don't think they done with him. But I don't know. I can't give nobody a pass, man. Anybody that was down with this shit, they ass need to sit down, man.
Then that's the whole Congress that was in office during the
How many times I said that?
The whole
LBZ, didn't I say they need to go down?
I get it. That's why I said I'm not saying or trying to defend his actions. I am trying to give a little bit more context to the situation that was going on then. I know we know a lot of stuff now, but with everything that was known then, right? For the vast majority of people, we don't know what Fauci knew. They can claim it all day long they want to, but we all saw everything unfolding.
But Fauci, from my understanding, is a scientist, right?
He practicing?
Fauci is a scientist, right?
Doctor, scientist.
Let me see. I thought he was a scientist.
But that don't mean that you are always working on something, or you're working on everything that could possibly happen. It's just like a doctor. When you come across stuff that ain't been seen, and God knows when, or may not even been seen ever, you still got to go through the process of researching it, seeing how it works, seeing what happens when you introduce a certain particular drug to it or certain circumstance to it. It's the whole process. Nobody would think to treat a cold that you go get a drug used for animals from the animal shelter. Nobody would think that. So you have to test it. You have to see how it works. You have to get a control group. You have to say, these people ain't never been introduced. But at the time, nobody had that. We didn't have the access to these people. We didn't know how did things spread so fast. We didn't know, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot of stuff. So it was hard. That's all I'm saying.
You know what me and you talk about a lot on this show about the government preparation and how they 10 steps ahead of things.
Mm-hmm.
When HIV came around, you don't think they was 10 steps ahead of things? When COVID came around, you don't think they was 10 steps ahead of things? They was trying to blame it on somebody else. But we realize now, we understand now that that it came from here. Right?
They are. Let me say this. Yes, I do believe the government is 10 steps ahead, but that doesn't mean we are.
So this is the point.
Know because they know they putting it out, but
this is the point. But this is the point.
With everything.
This is the point that I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
That when COVID came around, they was already prepared. They played like they wasn't prepared.
They were for the benefit of them and their croonage because they didn't get the shots and stuff. But we weren't. We were behind the 8 ball, so we were out here trying to rely on information that we were getting
from them. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And
they
that's
already knew they weren't going to share all that stuff with us. They knew that from the jump.
And that's why I feel like we need to hold his smug ass accountable. You see how he sat up to that mic that last time.
But nobody is saying Trump need to be held accountable for the decisions.
Nobody's
trying to talk about that.
I think
direct
Trump
cause of hundreds of thousands of deaths on his decisions alone.
I think Trump needs to be held accountable.
Decisions that put people in direct jeopardy.
And he's still doing it right now.
Still doing it.
That's why him and
Fauci were at odds. That's why he going after Fauci so hard, because he knew the decisions he made really was the ones that caused death. But no, he can't take the fall. He got to put it on Fauci.
Do you think that's also why he went after Epstein? Let's throw all this shit out here. Is that the same reason you think he went after Epstein? Somebody got to be the fall guy because I can't go down for this. I'm the president.
I'm going to get you before you get me.
His name come up, they say, no more releasing of the Epstein files. That's over. That's a dunny.
Right.
What's up, young brother? Right. What's up, Fly Global? What's good with you?
What's up, man? You know you got to call me, man. You can't send me no text message, man.
Come on, man. You in the dungeon, man. I ain't, you down there in the dungeon doing the stuff you doing, man, all underground. And I don't know, man. You got stuff going on, man. I ain't doing that. I ain't all that calling stuff, man. I can't call all the time, man.
Gotcha.
I can't call all the time, brother. But
gotcha.
I did say the same bat time yesterday.
Gotcha.
Your nephew said, "What up, Uncle Fly?"
I said, "What up?"
Yeah. But yeah, man, bees. I just feel like they
all need to be demanding that they go after every last one of them, including the ones that sitting there asking Fauci those questions.
I just think they all need to be held accountable, from the small fry to the big fry. Everybody need to be held accountable, and we know that's not gonna happen, for real, for real. I don't want to say what I want to say. We need to take to the streets, man, for real, man. Because this shit, they just sitting behind desks and sitting in these White Houses and sitting in these places, and they saying, you know what? This is what I think would be best for the world. Oh, we need to depopulate. We need to block the sun. We need to take the water and make people invest in it. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. They doing too much, man. Jimmy Myers, you just going off, bro. Subscribe. Do that for me, man. You like typing so much. Press the subscribe button for me, man.
What's up, Wes?
Wu-Tang
good with you?
And I wish I was an old dirty man.
Yeah, because what's his name got on his ass and said he dirty.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man. You good, Jimmy Myers, man. Ain't nothing good, man. Ain't nothing wrong, man. You just sharing your opinion, man. But
He said only if you love Wu-Tang.
are you from the U.S. first and foremost? You from the USA? You from Australia? Where you from, man? Let us know where
right,
you
motherfucker from China. That motherfucker from China talking about Wu-Tang.
About the people. They don't care what's going on. And we need to get them out of there. We need to be rallying to get these people out of there.
You right, LBs. Like, we need to do it's a lot we need to do, man. It's a lot we need to do, man. I don't know. You know, that's the problem with America being so divided. Everybody ain't on one page. You got all these Trump followers and these MAGA people say, yeah, he's the best president in the world. Then the person say, what did he do for the country? He did everything
Jay
he
was
said.
goody, baby.
He did everything he said he was going to do. What he said he was going to do? He said he was going to end wars. Did he start the Iran war? Yeah, he did, but he had to. Like, y'all just saying stuff just to say it. Y'all just following because y'all trying to hold on to little shit that y'all can hold on to right now, man. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm gonna keep it real, man. Oh yeah, you from Boston? I got some people out there in Boston, man. Out there in Beantown.
New England?
I got some people out there, man. Yeah, but yeah, man, it's just, I don't know, Fly. We just talked about a little stuff today, man. Haitians and their status being revoked. And we just talked about Anthony Fauci. But this how real it is. I'm for my North Carolina people. Fly out there on that highway every day. He need to know this. I'm glad he popped in when he did. NC highways and state roads, mass surveillance approved. Cameras gonna be, and first of all, I listened to the camera guys yesterday. I forget what they call themselves. They call them flock cameras, but I'm trying to think of the name of the company. The cameras gonna be these gonna be elite cameras. They can see you rolling the blunt in the car. Anything you're doing, they can see it. But anyways, they say Raleigh, downtown. Smile, you're caught on camera. Buried in North Carolina's newly approved state budget is a provision that permanently authorizes the State Bureau of Investigations and local law enforcement agencies, yes it is, to install and operate automatic license plate readers, cameras most commonly made by Flock on all state-maintained highways, roads, and right-of-ways. Back in May, we reported that the SBI was asking lawmakers to extend its ALPR pilot program through 2028. Lawmakers took a step further and now made the program permanent. Law enforcement says the cameras, combined with AI-powered data analysis, help identify stolen vehicles, locate suspects, find missing persons, and assist in criminal investigations. However, privacy advocates argued the expansion infringes on civil liberties and enables widespread government surveillance of people's daily movements. They also point to past cases of misuse, though the SBI has not publicly identified any confirmed cases. Yeah, they putting the eye in the sky out here, man. They getting ready. They preparing for it all.
Wait till you see what they're about to do with the next move with that.
Appreciate you, Jimmy. Yeah, they But this gonna be going on all over the world. I mean, all over the country. So they starting in some places. It's already up and running. But man, oh man, it seemed like doomsday is going on, man. Doomsday is going on. Fly, I'm glad you here too, man. Because he got here.
That's just phase one. The next phase is integrating the camera with technology that can track your cell phone, wearables,
all that stuff
in the camera. So it not only tracks your license plate, but associates all
even when you off the highway. Even when you off the highway, they're gonna be able to know where you at, what you're doing.
It's gonna lock your cellular device to that license plate and that vehicle. So if you ever be in a car and your cellular device is tagged with that car, they'll always be able to track you.
Yeah.
And associate you with that vehicle. So even if you sell it, even if somebody else driving it and something happen, you can still be held accountable.
And that's all I'm saying, man, is we're living in a time right now, man. You know, me and you talked about the bunkers and storing water, and I heard some people talk about it, so I got some videos of them and what they said. Man, it's only 2 videos, so I'm going to play them and let you hear. And tell me what you think, because I thought it was interesting, man. I said they keep saying AI centers and AI data centers and all that, but I don't know.
I'm starting to think that these data centers are not what we're being told they are. You know, one of the major complaints that people have about them is not just the taxing of the electric grid, but also the consumption of water. And I'm starting to believe that they're not really consuming water at all. They're storing it. If you've been on TikTok at all in the last couple of days, you're probably seeing videos about droughts, about extreme heat, and about low water supply in cities all across the country. And this is happening all across the world, quite frankly. I mean, I was talking about data centers a year ago and their consumption of water and how I felt like this was just excessive. Like it just didn't make sense that they needed so much water, especially if it was a closed loop system. What if the people responsible for building these data centers knew well in advance that we were going to experience dramatic droughts this year? And they started investing in these facilities not to run data centers, but to run direct access to aquifers. With the United States apparently privatizing water, it starts to make sense, doesn't it? And in fact, my wife, who's from South America, was told in school when she was growing up for water, not oil. So what if that's what's really going on right now? That we're keeping the whole world's eyes turned over to the Middle East to make sure they think this is all about oil, when in reality, it's all about water. And don't forget, all those enormous structures built by ancient civilizations all seem to have one thing in common.
I am your redeemer. It is.
One more.
The data centers are the power stations for the underground bunkers for the elite, and they're not using water to cool the data centers. They're just diverting the water to the underground city so that they have it. The data centers are the power.
Yeah, you definitely told us, Jason, because I found it kind of odd. Like, damn, how much goddamn water do these data centers need? That y'all can't go get water from the river or the ocean or wherever. Y'all need the pure water. Y'all need the good thing. And then you telling people it's illegal to have wells on their house, at their house.
Or to gather rainwater. Did you know that was illegal?
That's illegal. You can't even put your bucket out there and get rainwater.
Whoever thought of such?
You know people gonna break that law soon when it start getting crazy. And then the next thing you know, it's gonna be a shortage of rain. It's gonna end up being a shortage of the damn rain. LBs.
Well, they can already direct the weather, so they'll just shut it off. It won't rain.
It's crazy, man. Like, you know, we done seen a lot of natural disasters in the last 2 summers. A lot of earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes. We've seen a lot of that stuff going on, man, especially places, and I'm going to say this again, especially places where they trying to get up that digital currency and digital ID and digital all that stuff they trying to do. A lot of that stuff has been happening in them places. Just look at Jamaica right now. They got they what they call it? Something 2025 as well. I mean, yeah, they got something too. Or 2030. Vision 2030.
Yeah.
In Jamaica. So they got stuff happening all over the country, man, all over the world, where they trying to get us under surveillance and monitor. And then I told you about the surveillance they show. You probably could look this video up, man. They had these red beams in the sky. They was looking for, I don't know if it was illegal immigrants or a criminal or something, but it was like a new high-powered surveillance that could see through the house. Like they could see everything, how many people in the house, what's going on, and all that from the sky. So I'm telling you, man, be prepared. And people be saying I'm fear mongering, but we're gonna see how this shit play out. Hopefully, I'm dead and gone by the time all this shit get in effect. It look like it's already taking place. So I don't know.
Yep, at a fast rate. So pay attention to that.
It look like it's taking place, and I ain't gonna lie, LBZ, I am sick of they shit.
I'm sick of build a data center in less than a year. That's crazy. You can't even build housing in a damn year.
I'm sick of they shit, man. Sick of they shit. I want Fly to be around for this, but I guess it's service back, driving back up the highway. You know how I get out here, man. It get crazy, but I wanted him to be here for this. That's why I try to hold off on it. This was like kind of like the second thing or third thing I wanted to talk about. But
I don't really. Oh.
Yeah, it's real. He going down. Big U. I'm so disappointed in this guy, man.
Thank you, Larry, for thinking about me. I definitely, if you got a bunker, that's a plus. Wait a minute. I don't know you, though. I don't know. That's going to be a good idea.
Nah, if you let her in the bunker, you got to let the crew in the bunker, man.
Oh.
You got to let the crew. I ain't going to front, Larry Lamar. If shit get real, I'm glad you're back, Fly. I needed you to tap in on this. If shit get real, Larry Lamar, right, and we need a bunker, we're going to find Bill Gates' bunker. We're going to find Elon Musk bunker. Jeff Bezos, we going to find goddamn Mark Zuckerberg. We going to find all they bunkers, man. Straight up. We're gonna be just like Tupac was in the what was his documentary Resurrection? We are hungry, please let us in. Until we kicking the door down, you gonna let us in here, man.
If you can find it.
Oh, we gonna find it. ChatGPT gonna let us know. One of these things gonna let us know.
You know they don't scrub the internet. Ain't nothing you gonna find regarding them people.
Yeah. Hey, Fly, what you think about this, man? Yeah, the whole crew, Larry Lamar, you gotta let us on in, man. Especially if you got the bunker, man. You might as well let us on in, bro. Might as well let us on in, man. We gonna be more of a benefit than a hindrance, brother. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, look, Fly, man. What's up with your boy, man? You know we kind of went viral on this, Fly. Our first time, Fly talking to somebody in the background. Must be somebody at work. He must be still at work.
Oh, he don't know he on mute.
No, he know he on mute. He looking out the window. I could tell.
Oh, okay.
He definitely talking to somebody. His mouth moving too much.
Well, who is this here fella?
Well, this is Big U, the guy who was actually responsible for Nipsey Hussle when he first came out. So yeah, I want Fly to be able to talk on it because it's a big thing. I want Fly to be able to talk about it. So I'm gonna hold this up there for a few minutes. But my thing that I want to say, I'm gonna read the little article and I'll bring this part back so Fly can see it again. But it's a federal prosecutors have added 7 felony charges against Eugene Big U Henley Jr., We talked about him before. I think this might have been our first time really popping on YouTube. We made a video about this guy, and all I know is he was 58 years old at the time. I want to say he about 60 now. He got to be 60 now, 59 going on 60, something like that. But federal prosecutors have added 7 felony charges against Eugene Big U Henley Jr., the South Los Angeles Moogle label owner. He was the guy that was responsible for Nipsey when he first came out, and him and Nipsey had some problems, and a whole lot of stuff went on, but he got a lot of stuff going on. He got all these, he going down. That's all I know. But Fly know exactly who he is. There's a lot of people out there in the world that know who Big U is. He had a documentary that aired, well, not just him, Trick, Deb Antony, a bunch of people had a documentary that aired on Fox or FX. That was kind of dope. He actually had the Checking In podcast. He had some things going on, and he also had like the youth football league going on, like kind of like the same thing Fly got. His son is actually in the NFL, played for the Rams. A lot of stuff with this guy, but the South Los Angeles music label owner and longtime Roller 60 neighborhood Crips figure who has remained in federal custody since 2025, according to a superseding indictment. Woo! Them indictments are secretive. Yeah. Henley allegedly approached 2 fellow inmates on June 10th, 2026. Get your ass on in here, Fly. I was waiting for you. 2026, seeking information about the housing unit where a government witness was being held. Prosecutors claim he offered to pay the inmates to kill or seriously injure the witness to prevent that person from testifying against members of his alleged criminal organization. The new indictment charges Henley with 2 counts of soliciting a crime of violence, 2 witness tampering counts, conspiracy to transport a person across state lines for prostitution, and 2 counts of wire fraud. Authorities also allege that Henley paid a co-defendant to transport women from Los Angeles to Las Vegas and submitted false information while seeking a federal COVID-19 business relief loan for his company. Celebrity Socks, whatever that is. Prosecutors further added allegations that he embezzled charitable donations, attempted to fabricate employment information, and threatened to shut down a cannabis business unless its owner paid him and another defendant. Henley was already facing numerous federal charges, including racketeering, conspiracy, robbery, extortion, fraud, and tax evasion. Prosecutors accused him of operating a so-called Big U enterprise, an organization allegedly used to extort businesses, exploit women, and defraud donors, lenders, and anti-gang nonprofit. The racketeering case also includes an allegation connecting Henley to January 2021 killing of an aspiring musician in Las Vegas. Henley and 6 co-defendants are scheduled for trial in February 2027. The charges are allegations, and every defendant is presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Man, we talk about Diddy. We talk about all these people, but boy, I tell you what. Fly must be consumed with work right now, y'all. But I'm gonna tell you what. He done up, man. Big U is done up. He done. I actually talked, like I said, this was like last year when he first got caught. And I was screaming in the microphone, talk about he 58 years old. What the fuck he doing? And I asked Fly last time, how did he feel about people like Big U? Like they make it bad for brothers like him, who's like coming from the gang culture, right? And trying to do positive things with youth organizations and things like that. But he was getting money every year, like over $1 million to run his youth organization every year, and was doing his thing. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, got all took away from him. And now he in there trying to whack witnesses in jail.
Well, I mean, if you weren't doing all that, I mean, the fact that you have you try to do a little bit of good, but you still doing bad. I mean, I don't know if you think that's going to equal itself out or something. I mean, like,
he trying to.
You out here doing stuff like what? You can't run forever. You know, somebody you gonna get caught at some point.
When he doing things like this, right? I think that his back is really against the wall, right? I know he facing like 100 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, with all them charges.
Right? He facing like a long time. But
so he trying to get the witnesses killed.
And they just added charges, so that got to be a real thing. That's something that he's gonna have to fight.
But why would you think that is something that you can get away with, though? Like,
that's something he's gonna have to fight.
I don't know.
I can hear y'all now. I can't hear y'all.
Oh, so you ain't hear nothing I was saying?
I can't hear nothing, y'all. I must have been in a bad area.
So what you feel about this, bro?
I seen Big U though. Yeah. I definitely seen Big U. Yeah.
He got 7 new charges.
I don't know the story though. Like, what's the exact story? I don't know the story on it.
7 new charges, and the charges are where they at?
7 new charges?
Yeah.
Damn. So he racking charges up while he facing it. Oh man.
He tried to get some witnesses whacked in jail.
What he doing? He playing on the phone?
No, he told 2. This is what I'm saying. Somebody telling on him.
Yeah.
He approached 2 people.
Yeah, we knew that already. Yeah. They still telling.
He approached 2 people in jail and tried to offer them money to go whack one of the witnesses. But they said the new indictment charges Henley with 2 counts of soliciting a crime of violence, 2 witness tampering counts, conspiracy to transport a person across state lines for prostitution. So this shit he doing in jail. He's still getting money in jail. But prostitution and 2 counts of wire fraud. Authorities also allege that Henley paid a co-defendant to transport women from Los Angeles to Las Vegas and submitted false information while seeking a federal COVID-19 business relief loan for his company. Prosecutors further added allegations that he embezzled charitable donations, attempted to fabricate employment information, and threatened to shut down the cannabis business unless the owner paid him and another defendant. But that's not including the charges he already got. What you think about that? You know, I ain't gonna say we went viral, but we went off on Big U one day, man, and we got hella. This when we was first starting, and we got hella views and shit because we talk about Big U. But Fly 58. Well, that time we was talking about he was 58. He got to be about 60 now.
He said 58 years old.
You remember that? So you remember. So now we talk about a nigga that's 60 damn near. Because you've been in there a year. By the time you go to trial.
He's been there about 2 years now,
You're going to be 60 years old going to trial. 60, 61 years old going to trial. Automatic death sentence. Regardless of what we want to say, they give you 20 years.
One thing I noticed about the LA gang members, though, one thing I know about LA gang members, they never stop gangbanging, bro. They be like 80 years old ganging, bro. They don't stop.
Their life, though. That's really their life. That's what they came.
They don't stop.
That's their culture. That's just what they offer. That's what they offer. I ain't gonna lie. I think Chicago like that too.
Possibly, yeah.
But California is definitely one of them places where you could get a nigga grandfather, nigga be old as hell and still be wearing all this red and wearing all this.
He wearing the red bandana at 75. You like, damn, he dead serious? He dead serious.
He's still banging. That's the culture. Then the whole family is blood. Daughters, nieces, aunts, uncles. What's up, Nick? What you feel about this, Nick, man, with this Big U situation, man? Make sure you like and subscribe, man, please. We appreciate
Nick said real hustlers keep it triller.
Yeah, his ass gonna keep it triller right on up the river.
Oh, no, he just all he doing is adding that elbow to that shit. You know that.
I think, first of all, he already facing over 100 years.
Yeah, that's what I say. All he doing is putting that elbow in that shit, huh?
My thing is this too, Fly. This is like the last resort. This is the last hurrah.
You think he on some shit like it is what it is at this point?
It is what it is. Either I'm going to handle these witnesses or I'm going down forever and a day.
Forever, yeah.
So why wouldn't he try to get somebody from the outside though, instead of?
Because whoever he trying to get hit is in jail with him already.
Nah, it's not. I thought he was trying to get somebody hit outside.
Nah,
but another thing is too, even if he was trying to get somebody hit outside, he gotta handle it a certain way. He can't be on the phones. Gotta, you know what I mean?
The person he trying to
he
get
probably
hit
had to use somebody else to get the dude.
Nah, the person he trying to hit is in the same jail as him, but on a different unit. But he telling on Big U.
Oh, I thought I heard it backwards. Oh, okay, so he's trying to get somebody that's in there that's telling him. I thought he was trying to get somebody out.
Nah,
I definitely thought he was trying to get somebody on the street.
Nah, I
you
really
can't trust no criminals.
Listen, I'm gonna read this again. Federal prosecutors have added 7 felony charges against Eugene Big U Henley Jr., the South Los Angeles music label owner and longtime Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips figure, who has remained in federal custody since March 2025. According to a superseding indictment, Henley allegedly approached 2 fellow inmates on June 10th, 2026, seeking information about the housing unit where a government witness was being held. Prosecutors claim he offered to pay the inmates to kill or seriously injure the witness to prevent that person from testifying against members of his alleged criminal organization.
I just said that. Stop right there. The interesting part about this is he told other Crips to kill one of his homies. Because it's one of his homies that's telling on him. Let's be clear. So now the reason he got told on because the nigga like, I can't kill that nigga. That's my man. You want him to kill the homie?
You think that's loose cannon on one of them?
Absolutely. It got to be one of them.
Because they said loose cannon definitely working. And he about to get smoked too. They say he facing like 20 years.
Yeah, he did say that because he was doing a lot of work for Big U.
He's putting work.
So he was saying that shit directly on camera.
First of all, they caught him on camera pistol whipping a nigga in front of No Jumper. That shit on camera. You can't run from that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think they need to wake up. And I'm gonna just say this real quick before we go to the next thing. I think the gang members in LA need to wake up to what No Jumper is causing up there. It's like, even though we go up here, we talk, even though we're not from the same gang, we talk, we chit and chat and do all that shit. But it's been a lot of violence up there at No Jumper. Y'all can keep playing that No Jumper thing like, everything is everything. That shit ain't what it's cracked up to be, man. Why don't y'all just get your own platforms? Y'all don't need Adam. He paying y'all for y'all demise. And Whack 100 right down with it. I don't even want to get into Whack 100 because he's been talking slick to everybody on social media. I don't want him saying nothing slick to me. Because our people really from his area, Fly. They from that area.
I know.
So I don't want nobody talking slick to me. I don't want no problems with Whack, man. So we gonna leave that alone, man. But he right down with the shit. He right with the demise of the brothers going up there, beefing. We could catch the fade. We could go outside right now. Like I just seen some guys up there go catch a fade. And I said, yo, what the fuck is going on? This the gang? Nah, this can't be the gang hub. At Shea Whitey goddamn establishment. We can't be doing this, man. We can't be doing this, man. But I'm off of that, man. Big U, man. I'm just gonna say this, man. To you, man. Guess I see you next lifetime, bro.
Oh shit.
It's over, man. It's over, man. You did the dumbest shit as a grown man, as an old man. Yo, if this shit comes out to be that it's true, you did the dumbest shit as a grown man. You had the youth organization popping. Your son made it to the league from the youth organization.
Your son made it to the league, E. That's what I don't understand, bro. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
He didn't just make it to the league. He's a star
it's not even
fucking player.
AE, Big, you had the opportunity of a lifetime to change the whole demographic of the 60 Crips, bro.
Yo, your
fucked it up.
Your son is a star player. He ain't just no regular player. He a star, bro. And he young. He gonna be around the league for a long time if he don't get injured, bro. Your son gonna be taking care of you from jail. In jail, bro.
One son already dead. More than likely got whacked behind him. You know how this shit go. You already know. I feel like he fucked up. He's a failure. You came home from jail. You had the opportunity to change that whole shit. Everybody gonna follow you. Everybody gonna listen to you.
He had the chance to do that from the rip, though. You had Nipsey, and you tried to bully Nipsey. You could have did that from the rip.
They saying he got his hands in on that.
That's what they saying, man. Hopefully they don't find that out, and that shit don't really come to the light, because you don't want to go, because they still investigating that. Like, this shit is real, man. You had the chance to do it with Nipsey, where you could say, you know what? This is what we doing. Get in line, man. You could have set everybody up out there, man.
Hey, yo, why it's disappointing to hear is because so many people was intrigued with Big U and wanted to help him. Shaquille O'Neal, all your famous celebrities, throwing grant money at him, giving him all this bread. And that's why I said he fucked up, bro.
They saw what he was doing with the youth organization. And
they saw what he was capable of, E. Yeah. They saw what he was capable of.
Some of the best football players in Los Angeles. And then you end up killing, I'm not going to say that, allegedly killing one of them who ended up turning out to be a rapper, didn't go follow through with the football, and you snatched him up as a rapper, and you supposed to off him in Las Vegas. I hope that shit don't come out to be true, man, because he was last seen with you. That's what they saying. Hey, Nick, he couldn't have been thinking about his children, man. But my thing is, if you're not thinking about your children, think about the little children you're around every day. You got children you're around every day, man. If that shit don't brighten your mood and make you want to do better for the hood and do certain things, man, you in this shit for the wrong reason. A lot of people were saying he was just in it for the check that they was giving him every year.
Hey, yeah, that's why I said we gotta stop acknowledging certain people as big homies, man. What make you a big homie? That's why I be asking. I ask these questions often. What makes motherfuckers a big homie, bro? Cause you did some retarded shit and went to jail? That don't make you no fucking big homie, yo.
What? I think he went to jail for so long, Fly, that when he came home, he was still wrapped up in the ways that they was doing it when they was younger, right? He came home and was still in that mentality that he got to gorilla this shit. He got to be, gorilla with it. And he came out
here. Don't worry about it. We got a special show coming up for him. Got a real special show coming up for him. Well, we're going to have an official big homie on here, man. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to revisit this conversation, bro. I think this would be a good conversation to revisit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that interview. I'm actually looking forward to that interview. Did a lot of time, man. I want to find out, what he trying to do, to change the narrative.
30 years.
The narrative. Yeah, I'm trying to find out what he's trying to do to change the narrative. So I ain't going to say his name until we get him on here.
And he got told on by somebody from Los Angeles.
Ain't that something, yo? And they still respect him in L.A. We got to talk about all this. We got to talk about all this, man.
We going to talk about it. That's why I can't wait for this show. That show going to be a good one.
The home and the turf and all that shit. We got to talk about this shit for real. Excuse
the
me.
Land.
Yeah. From the turf and the land. Man, come on, man. This ain't how it's supposed to be. This can't be life, man. I had a lot more stuff to talk about, like Diddy, man. They done bumped his date up again. I wanted to talk about Cassie,
January 28th?
That lawsuit that was being filed against her from the sex worker, that shit got thrown out of court. Yeah, his court date got moved up again. You know, he's back in population. They said it wasn't nothing too major. You know, Puffy just yoked the nigga up. It was a little roughing up. Puffy just mushed the nigga, and a lot of pushing and grabbing. Wasn't nothing crazy. But yeah, he back in effect. His shit got moved up again. And keep it real, his shit. Keep it real. It's for January 2028. I'm looking at the time now. He already eligible for the halfway house, so or home confinement. So we might as well get ready for his release date for real. He already short of his time, man. We done reached that time, man. Unfortunately. Oh, I wanted to show the condom in the chicken goddamn thing. I'm gonna bring that up for him. I'm gonna bring that up for hip hop Freestyle Friday, man.
Freestyle Friday?
Yeah, Freestyle Friday, because we got to talk about it. Because, yeah, it was a condom and chicken nugget. Not the chicken nugget.
Fried chicken.
Chicken tender.
The fried chicken.
They said it was, freak nigga at the job, and he was doing that with a bunch of them. But he should be in jail for the rest of his life. I ain't going to say for the rest of his life, but his ass needs to go to jail. He need to go to jail, because if it was me, I would have been behind the counter, catching a real case. I find out that's what you're doing. You in there playing. The condom wasn't used, and I can't say it wasn't used, but a fried condom and the thing, man. I'm leaving that up here for tomorrow. Yeah, we don't reach that time, unfortunately, man. I'm Moto EMS, man. Have nice mascot, man. I appreciate y'all jumping in, man, rocking with us, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, man. Make sure you hit them notifications so you know when we going live. Yeah, nephew, it's wicked like that, man. And like I say every day, man, stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops, man, because this shit is wicked out here, yo. Y'all better be prepared for what's going down, because I sure am, and I'm sure getting prepared, man. I want all my people to be prepared, and I want y'all to go take some self-defense classes if you don't know how to protect yourself. This shit is real, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. It's real.
What's up?
And Sakwa say to all my Haitians, man, hold y'all head and stay up. You heard?
All right, y'all. LBZ here. Definitely make sure that you are liking the video. Come back and share with us. Definitely subscribe, y'all, so you can get those notifications when we're on. Hopefully you'll have a good day. The rest of your day. Remember that existence is automatic and purpose is chosen.
Hey, yo, fly global, Mr. Everywhere. You ain't never there. I am the Jersey representative in the South. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in today with us. Freestyle Friday tomorrow. We will see y'all tomorrow, man. I'm going to be on tomorrow on time. I promise you that. All right?
And I actually got some good freestyles for y'all, man, because there's been some battles going on between this 38 Special and Jada Kiss. Niggas is popping out the woodwork. So I got a whole bunch of good freestyles for y'all, man.
Hey, E, I sent you one with Belly, what's his name? Belly Gang Kush. I sent you one. Yeah, I sent you one.
It's some good freestyles, man.
He said y'all gonna stop with this Rat Atlanta shit, man.
They don't like it. But they got to deal with it. They got to run the rats up out of there, man, because it's real out there. Atlanta, sorry, but it's real. It's real. As much as I love Atlanta, man, it's some rats down there running around there. Y'all infested like New York subways. I love y'all, man. 100, man. We will see y'all tomorrow.
Can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway through it, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward. Naturally, gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.